One day, you reach out to pet your dog, but instead of happily accepting it, it flinches back. It no longer clings to you, no longer sleeps next to you, but hides under the bed or lies in the corner of the cage. The bond between you and your four-legged friend seems to have broken. What happened? Did you accidentally hurt your dog without knowing it? In this video, we will explore seemingly harmless mistakes that can cause your dog to feel pain and lose trust in you. And if you love your companion, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss important content that helps you understand and care for your dog better. Many people love their dogs as family members, but sometimes we unintentionally cause them pain or misunderstand them. One of these is the docking of tails and ears. Although some breeds of dogs have their tails and ears docked for aesthetic or working reasons, for example hunting dogs, it is important to understand that this is a painful surgery, especially when performed on puppies. Furthermore, tails and ears play an important role in dog communication. Tails help dogs express emotions, from joy to fear, while ears help them orient sounds and show attention. Removing or deforming these parts can reduce a dog's ability to communicate with other dogs and with humans, causing unnecessary misunderstandings. Instead of following outdated aesthetic standards, respect your dog's body and natural ability to communicate. Scolding is a common response when a dog does something wrong, but it often backfires. Dogs don't understand our language the way we expect. Instead of understanding that they are being scolded for a specific action, they may only sense your anger and frustration. This can leave them confused, fearful, and distrustful of you. Science has shown that using reward-based training methods is much more effective than punishment methods. Instead of scolding your dog when he does something wrong, focus on rewarding and encouraging the right behavior. This will help your dog learn faster and strengthen the positive relationship between you and your pet. Remember, patience and understanding are the keys to successful dog training. Hugging may seem like an affectionate act, but for dogs, it can be an uncomfortable experience. Dogs don't hug the way humans hug. For them, being held too tightly can mean being restrained and losing their freedom. When you hug a dog, you are imposing your body on theirs, which can make them feel anxious and insecure. Some dogs can tolerate hugging, especially if they have been used to it since puppyhood, but many others will feel uncomfortable and try to break away. Instead of hugging, show affection in ways that your dog is more comfortable with, such as petting, scratching their chin, or playing with them. Watch your dog's body language to see how they are feeling and adjust your behavior accordingly. When you crouch down to approach a dog, you may be unintentionally sending a threatening message. In the dog world, standing up straight and making eye contact can be interpreted as a sign of challenge or aggression. By crouching down, you may be unintentionally creating a similar situation, causing the dog to feel threatened and respond by barking, growling, or even biting. Instead of crouching down, approach the dog slowly and on an even level. You can sit down or kneel down to reduce the height difference and avoid creating a sense of threat. Offer your hand for the dog to sniff before touching them, and always watch their body language to make sure they are comfortable. Crating a dog for too long can have serious psychological and behavioral consequences. A crate can be a safe and comfortable place for a dog if they are introduced to it properly. However, if a dog is crated for too long, especially without the opportunity for exercise and social interaction, they can become stressed, bored, and even depressed. This can lead to behavioral problems such as persistent barking, furniture destruction, or self-harm. Dogs are social creatures and need regular exercise. Make sure your dog has enough space to move, play, and interact with you and others. If you must crate your dog, make sure they have toys and are taken out regularly to relieve themselves, exercise, and socialize. Teasing a dog is irresponsible and can have serious consequences. While you may think it's harmless fun, for a dog, it can be a frightening and hurtful experience. Teasing can erode your dog's trust in you and cause them to become anxious, defensive, or even aggressive. Dogs don't understand humor the way we do, and they may perceive teasing as a real threat. Always treat dogs with respect and love. Never try to scare or upset them, and teach children how to behave properly around animals. Ignoring your dog can make them feel abandoned and hurt. Dogs are emotional creatures and need your care and attention. When you ignore them, you are sending a message that you do not care about them or their needs. This can make them feel lonely, sad, and even anxious. Take time each day to interact with your dog. Pet them, play with them, train them, or simply sit next to them and talk to them. This will help strengthen the bond between you and your pet and ensure that they feel loved and safe. Not walking your dog regularly can have negative effects on their physical and mental health. Walking is an important part of a dog's life. Not only does it help them exercise and burn off energy, it also allows them to explore the world around them, socialize with other dogs, and relieve stress. When you don't walk your dog, you are limiting their opportunities to fulfill these basic needs. This can lead to health problems such as obesity, joint problems, and behavioral problems such as excessive barking, destructive behavior, or hyperactivity. Make sure you walk your dog regularly, at least once a day, and give them plenty of time to explore and exercise. Using a crate as punishment can have negative consequences for your dog. The crate should be a safe and comfortable place for your dog, a place where they can go to relax and feel safe. When you use the crate as punishment, you are breaking this positive association and causing your dog to associate the crate with negative feelings, such as fear, anxiety, and isolation. This can cause your dog to become fearful of the crate and uncomfortable being locked in it. Instead of using the crate as punishment, use it as a tool to help your dog feel safe and comfortable. Feed your dog in the crate, give them toys to play with, and leave the crate door open so they can come and go freely. Dogs have extremely sensitive noses, so using strong-smelling perfumes or shampoos can be irritating to them. Dogs have around 300 million olfactory receptors, compared to only around 6 million in humans. This means they can smell much stronger smells than we can. Strong-smelling perfumes and shampoos can overwhelm a dog's olfactory system, causing discomfort, nausea, or even headaches. Use unscented or mildly scented dog care products and avoid spraying perfumes directly on your dog. Forcing your dog to look you in the eye can be misinterpreted as a sign of threat. In the dog world, looking you in the eye is often seen as a sign of challenge or aggression. When you force your dog to look you in the eye, you may cause them to feel threatened and react by barking, growling, or even biting. Instead of forcing your dog to look you in the eye, use reward-based training methods to encourage them to look at you voluntarily. When your dog looks at you, praise and reward them. This will help them associate looking at you with positive experiences. Forcing your dog to meet strangers or other dogs can cause stress and negative reactions. Every dog has a different personality and comfort level when interacting with strangers or other dogs. When you force them to meet people or animals they are not familiar with, you can make them feel stressed, anxious, and fearful. This can lead to negative reactions, such as barking, growling, hiding, or even biting. Give your dog time to get used to strangers or other dogs in a slow, controlled manner. Let them decide when they want to approach, and do not force them to interact if they do not want to. Taking your dog to a park that is too crowded can be overwhelming and can lead to a negative experience. Parks are a great place for dogs to exercise and socialize with other dogs, but if the park is too crowded, it can become overwhelming for them. Too much noise, smells, and other dogs can make them feel stressed, anxious, and excitable. This can lead to negative reactions such as barking, growling, hiding, or even biting. Choose less crowded parks, or visit the park at quieter times. Always pay attention to your dog's body language and remove them from the park if they seem stressed or upset. Punishing a dog without understanding the reason can cause fear and confusion. Dogs do not understand the concept of right and wrong the way we do. When you punish them without clearly explaining why they are being punished, you only make them afraid and confused. They may not understand that they are being punished for a particular action and may begin to associate you with negative emotions. Instead of punishing your dog, focus on training them using positive methods. When they do something wrong, guide them to the right behavior and praise them when they succeed. Dogs are very sensitive to our emotions, so transferring our anxiety to our dogs can make them feel anxious too. Dogs can sense changes in our tone of voice, body language, and body odor when we are anxious. When they sense our anxiety, they may begin to feel anxious and nervous themselves. This can lead to behavioral problems such as excessive barking, destructive chewing of furniture, or hyperactivity. Try to stay calm and relaxed around your dog. If you are feeling anxious, take time to relax and de-stress before interacting with them. Finally, exposing your dog to fireworks can cause extreme anxiety. The loud noises and bright lights of fireworks can be very frightening for dogs. They may not understand that fireworks are not dangerous and may perceive them as being threatened. This can lead to reactions such as running away, trembling, hyperventilating, or even fainting. Try to keep your dog indoors during fireworks and provide them with a safe and comfortable place to hide. You can use earplugs, turn on music or a TV to drown out the noise of fireworks, and cuddle them to help them feel safe. If your dog is particularly fearful of fireworks, talk to your veterinarian about treatments or medications that can help them cope with their anxiety. Dogs can't talk, but they always have a way to express their feelings and react to what we do. Seemingly small actions can leave a big wound in their hearts. Observe, understand, and adjust your care to strengthen the relationship between you and your dog. Thank you for watching the video. If you find this content useful, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to continue accompanying us on the journey to understand our four-legged friends.